So I have to give credit. I stole, totally lifted and hold the green-haired gal from a website called Clownfish TV or a YouTube channel. I link to it below. I listen to them regularly. I'm like, it's late and I don't have time. If they want to file a complaint, I'll take it down. I'll go find it. But I don't know what why they use AI. That's what they're using, and they're good at it. They got some great ugly woke people. And I was late night cap. Just want to bang this one out. So I was hanging out on Chad Elkins at the Elkins Accounting Hour, the end of tax season stream. And Jack Napier came on and he said, yeah, there's a couple guys in the red pill community that use AI or he suspects of using AI to write. And it never dawned on me. Never dawned on me. And I'm like, yeah, I suppose it's gotten to that. But I never worried about it because I'll give you a perfect example. The Guardian, being a writer myself, I don't lose sleep over it. Chad, accounting is going to replace all the accountants. No, it isn't. It's too complicated. But especially writing, no, you can tell. You can just tell. And the fact that so many writers, journalists, you guys are all worried about being replaced by even the musicians. Like, my God, now, well, we talked about that too. I said, you could generate music. AI can generate a song and music for you. And it's the most fake, inauthentic. You can tell. You could just tell. And Jack was saying, yeah, I've heard those. Somebody sent me, hey, I did a video. I created a song for you. I'm like, oh, you created a song for me? That's cool. Turns out, no, I just ran it through AI. And that's all the music. I did another song. Really? You did it? And I'm listening like, okay. And I was like, wait a minute. This sounds synthetic. It was more than synthetic. It was AI. That's not going to replace what was the horrible 70s band he mentioned. Jack mentioned Def Leppard. Why don't we just throw Pink Floyd and the Steve Miller Band in while we're talking about shitty, overrated, drug-induced bands of the 70s? Still, when you listen to that music, it's real. There's a human at the end of it. And this synthetic shit that's coming out with AI, that can't replace real musicians. And it's the same thing with writing. Look, The Guardian, that's what I was going to talk about. So The Guardian is a perfect example where former professionals can't be replaced by AI because you have no talent. Let's be very clear what The Guardian is. The Guardian is a little whiny, complaining crybaby bitch fest of a magazine. I wish I was slamming on it. I'm describing it. It's basic. It's simple. We are a socialist magazine that wants other people's money. And it's not like AI doesn't have decades with millions of articles, millions of academic papers that could just go and pull and regurgitate the same old leftist shit. We want free money because reasons. What are the reasons? Classism, warfare, whatever. Injustice. And I pointed out that the Guardian got bought out a couple of years ago recently. And management is, I guess, a couple articles and titles and things have been suspected of being written by AI. And all these worthless fucking, it's over. You've written I don't know how many ways you got to say I'm entitled to other people's money. These old, worthless, you can't even call them journalists, hack writers of The Guardian. It went on strike. And nobody noticed the difference because it's not even necessarily that the writing is so poor. It's poor, but it's the same shit. It's not creative. You wonder why I like to use what's it called? She-Hulk as an example, but take anything coming out of Disney or modern day Hollywood. You know why no one likes it? Because it's not written by humans. It's written by spoiled little brats who never, like, certainly never served in war, didn't have to pay their own rent, went straight from mommy and daddy to government to college to, "Oh, I'm going to go write this emotional baby, 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 baby." What was it? It's not Grand Theft Auto. What was it? It was another drive around shoot 'em up game. And the game was so bad and written in such a millennial tone, you realize none of they were like the people in, Friends in the 90s, no one had jobs, but they all had food, clothing, and shelter. Tell me you lived a privileged lifestyle and therefore are not a human being because you never suffered, you never overcame, you never were afraid, you never had to run, you never had to overcome. I present to you every writer under 40 in Hollywood right now, probably under 50. And it shows. You guys don't know how to write characters because you're not humans. You're bots, you're NPCs. And you can't have talent. There might be some underlying talent, but you've gone through trials and tribulations. You've not been galvanized through a furnace. You will remain pig iron. You will never become steel. You will just be an NPC regurgitating talking points you've heard since you were in school. And when it comes to the Guardian, like, dude, it's the same shit. It's the same shit. And when it's the same shit for the past 50, 60 years, guess what? You can be replaced by AI. And what's worse is the quality will not suffer. No one will be able to tell the difference. I consume is it a voracious? Is that a correct adjective? I don't know. I consume a voracious. Isn't it you are voracious? Voraciously consume. I consume a lot of podcasts. I was listening to this one podcast, falling asleep, and it was all right. It was repetitive, and then it mispronounced a word. I'm like, oh, this is fucking AI. It's being read by AI. It was probably written by. It was about the plague, the bubonic plague. Like a 4-hour documentary on the bubonic plague that'll put me to sleep. Didn't learn anything though because it was written by AI and probably read by AI. I was pissed. It's not a human being. There's no new thought, and there wasn't. I listened to other podcasts about the bubonic plague. It just pulled from those and regurgitated. It's like reading a book report by a robot. And so when Jack says, yeah, there's a couple books in the red pill community I think are written by AI, I was like, oh, never dawned on me. I know some are ghost written. Yahoo! Long ago. The writer's dead, actually, now I think about it. Long ago, and the secret will go to his or her grave. Ah, see what I did there? You don't know, huh? Yeah. At least that's still a human writing it. But then I was like, AI, I wonder. Now I got to go back and read some books. And I look back at the books I've read and I'm like, well, okay, I don't think those are written by AI. I really don't. I mean, they're not my favorite books, but I think there are human beings behind it. But The Guardian, Hollywood writers, video game writers, like you're the special needs kids on the special bus for the super special needs kids. You guys, you couldn't even write Hollywood scripts, television commercial or otherwise, and you go to video games. And oh my God, tell me you've had life on easy mode without telling me you had life on easy mode. Generally indicated by different hair colors and pronouns in the bios. And oh my God, you write the exact same slop. And a lot of people who want to be writers or artists in some capacity or regard, you're worried like, oh, is AI going to take my job? Well, if you suck, yes, it will. And the number one reason writers suck is because they are not human. They have not lived human lives. They've lived pampered, privileged, little spoiled brat American lives. Mommy and daddy paid for everything. You majored in the liberal arts. Oh my God, you majored in the liberal arts like 85% of everyone else did. And you have the same opinions and the same experiences. Oh my God, like 85% of everyone else did. And, I just think I'm going to say the thing that's popular, and being popular is the most important value system of mine, because then I'm popular and everyone agrees with me. So then there's no new lines of thought. Let's make fat chicks popular. Oh, yeah, that's going to fly. And then it runs smack into reality. Yeah, I'd worry about your jobs. I would, because they're being taken away now. Because you can be replaced by AI. You are not an original artist. There is no humanity in your work. And I got a pretty good compliment from Jack. He says, when I read Clary's books, you can hear that pissed off, angry old man, even though he's not that old. You just hear the bitterness and the curmudgeonliness. I'm like, yeah, because I write my books. I didn't have AI do it. But but you're mean. Exactly. That's what an AI bot would say. You're mean, fascist. Tell me you're an AI bot writer without telling me you're an AI bot writer. Whether you're human or software, it doesn't matter. The quickest thing, fascist. Okay, so I mean, that's the sad thing. I guess that's my point. If you have been conditioned or choose to accept the conditioning and the brainwashing to be no different than everybody else to be popular, you've been programmed and you are indiscernible. I don't care if your brain is one of digital or one of cells, whether it's biological or digital. You've been programmed. You execute a program, a protocol. You're not human. There's no independent thought. I mean, The Guardian alone, oh my God, we just want more of other people's money. You want to see a sad robot, go look at Robert Reich, 78 years old. We just tax the rich. That nothing good's going to come of that. I mean, creative anyway. You're not capable of creating a new thought. Only humans are capable of creating new thought or new art expressed through art, whether it might be music or painting, drawing, or writing in this particular case. And so, yeah, if you've had life on easy mode, if you're a privileged little prince or princess, and you just vote Democrat because that's the way we do it. Oh my God. Oh, the gay people or the minorities are the disadvantage. Oh, let's all hate the white guys, gang. Ha ha. Oh my God, I'm for the environment. Oh my goodness. I'm not saying you shouldn't be for these things, but if that's all you got, you're not special. You're not unique. If your solution is always the same, it's not a new line of thought, it's not going to intrigue people's minds. And yeah, your job, if your job is just to regurgitate talking points, regardless of what, whether it's left politics, right politics, or if you're just to regurgitate shit that's been said before, this is why no one really listens to pretty girls on the internet, because they're just regurgitating shit that sometimes has been said by Greek philosophers thousands of years ago. They're just looking for the pretty tits. That's it. But if you're a regular person, you're not a hot girl with big boobs. Oh my God, Ronald Reagan, I love him. I'm totally for the trad wife thing. Like, fuck out of here. You're not cute. The gay character was cool in the 90s because it was different. Like, oh yeah, that's different. What is it? Big Gay Al from South Park? Oh God, all South Park characters. There's some creativity. There's some innovation. That's why South Park has lasted so long. Because it's different. It's unique. But man, every one of you professionals in the creative industry, all you people writing the same fucking shit. All you people worried about your job, all you journalists, fuck off. You've been writing the same shit for decades. People are just sick of that shit. And that also then means since you are a robot, albeit a biological one, you're still a robot. You're not capable of coming up with different thoughts or different observations. And so, yes, you can be a biological robot can be replaced by a digital robot. And guess what's cheaper? And sadly, what's oftentimes better written, and from a grammatical standpoint. So, for those of you who actually have the chops, who are creative, who have gone through hardships in life and have lived a human life and know what it's like to work and have a budget and lose things and have things not go, who've faced disappointment and have overcome disappointment and failure. If you want to be a writer or I guess any kind of creative, I think you stand a way better shot. Way better shot. But for those of you who are like, oh my God, if you're afraid of AI, you should be, because that means you're not talented. And maybe you might want to try a different trade. By the way, link below. Everyone's saying learn to code. No, that's over. Now you should learn to weld. That's not a joke. You should learn to weld or be a tradesman or tradeswoman. Maybe, instead of bitching about the housing market and you're in your Guardian or Mother Jones article, maybe you become a carpenter and build your own house, solve your own problem. Oh, but then you have to do manual labor. Oh, that's right. I forgot about you leftist Democrats. You're all the same. You're just avoiding real work. I forgot about that. I keep forgetting what is the prime directive? Avoid work at all costs. All right. Maybe you don't want to actually expend calories of energy and start looking like you're an attractive human being. How about this? How about you take a course called The World's Greatest Accounting Career? See, accountants are in shortage. Yeah, it's going to be replaced by AI. Sure. Okay. Anyway, me and Chad, CPA, we put together a course called The World's Greatest Accounting Career, and it helps those of you who are interested in accounting navigate the quickest and most optimal route to get where you want to be in an accounting career. Not all accounting careers are the same, so we paint a bunch of different paths for the different accounting careers, but the one that may interest you the most is the one that leads to self-employment and remote employment the quickest. It is still 3 years of hard work. And that's why any leftists who might have been tuned into this long, they're like, ew, hard work. And I'm like, can I just bitch about rich people? You can. I don't know if but if I get USA aid and some government grants to go bitch about rich people. Oh, is that who's president now? Oh, they're putting an end to that, huh? I don't know. Have you ever thought about actually producing something of value society wants? You could become an accountant. Yeah. And The Accountant 2 is coming out on the 25th, starring Ben Affleck. I can't wait to see it. They should have had it drop tonight. That would have been cool on tax day. It would have been cool if they dropped it on tax day. But they didn't, because Hollywood creatives, seriously, y'all too fucking stupid. That would have been fucking funny. See, but you don't know that tax day is a big day because none of you had real jobs. See, you would say, oh, tax accountants are beleaguered. They would love to go see a movie at the end of the day, and we could maybe contact the Big Four to do some ads. I went to the Columbia School of Journalism. What's significant about the 15th? So there you go. If you are a talented writer and that's called a conjunction, fellow writers, and you are willing to work hard, I wouldn't worry about AI taking your job. And it's a great time to be a talented writer. You just go and publish it yourself. You don't need any of these fucking publishers and magazines. Just like, fuck you, I'm gonna write my own damn shit. No, that's a foreign concept. So I've always been self-published, but yet I've known authors who get traditional publishing contracts, which, by the way, are a scam now, and you're just better off self-publishing. The payments are a joke, unless you're like a huge celebrity and they're going to pay you millions up front. What was I going to say about that? Oh, talking to him like, yeah, my publisher wants to edit some things about the book. I'm thinking like, oh, like mistakes or the wrong. No, he or she doesn't think that this should be here or they should move. I'm like, you mean content editing? Like they're changing the book around? How about fuck right off and go to hell? Somebody that blew my mind. All those old traditional publishing houses, they wanted to have a say in how your book was written. I just find that fascinating. Like, why don't you just give me the money and get the fuck out of my way and shut the fuck up? And when I need you to look for typos and there versus there and your versus your, then I'll heat you up. Apparently that's not the way it worked back in the day. I'm like, well, that fucking sucks, because then you're not really being artistic. Yeah, for those of you, just go. I'm very strongly encourage people to go become an author. It's never been easy. You just got to write it, do a good job. I got editors like who look for mistakes. Women, they make the best editors. Hear me. You want to find that nerdy mousy girl that's good with English or whichever language you're in. And you know why women make the best editors? Especially if you're a male author, they love finding men's mistakes. Sometimes they pay me to edit oh God, can I find your mistakes? It's the reason I live, to find men's mistakes. I'm like, all right. So I've made more money having female editors pay me to edit my books than book sales themselves sometimes. Pay you $1 million to edit your book. I would love to find your mistakes. You guys are married. You know what it's like, right? See, that was funny. You AI bots who biological computers or software, you guys you're not going to get that joke because it's funny, because it requires a slight little bit of misanthropy or misogyny. There's just a playful amount, but you don't understand that. You don't have nuance because you're not humans. You're robots. Up, kill the man. He hurt a woman. The lady doth be offended. Up, engage. That was funny too. I was doing a robot there. This is all too way complex for you because it's creative. But yeah, if you want to go become a writer and you just you worked a normal 9 to 5, and let's say you paid back your student loans. If you've paid back your student loans, you've endured enough of the real world that you probably could be a pretty good writer. For those of you, I want my loans paid off by other people because I just want to have a party phase for 4 years because I'm a spoiled little American bitch. I'm talking about the men too. Yeah, you're not capable of writing any interesting human being or anything interesting at all. You're incapable of coming up with an interesting thought aside from more of other people's money, please. So there you go. All right, let's go to the super chats. Super Zippy, $2. I took a semester in welding class. Worth it. Can you do anything with that? I'm not fishing for another super chat, but Atham took a semester in welding. I mean, I know you gotta get a license, but can you approach the union and say, hey, train me further? Or what do you do with it? Hey, look, Alex Patino, truck driving Latino agent in the field, $10. I got cracks in my brick walls on my house. I've called 4 different companies to fix it now for 4 months. Yeah, you know what you're going to have. Yeah, Alex, before I finish the rest of this, I'm not going to look down below. You know what's going to have to happen. You're going to have to do it yourself. Come on, you can't trust these American contractors, right? I know I say go into the trades, but the people going to trades for the past, 40 years have been alcoholics. And nobody has taken the job. So now I've been watching vids. I'm going to fix myself. There you go. There it is. My man. Absolutely. Dude. And here's the other thing, Alex. I don't know where you live, but I'm going to guess you're going to do it way better than the average person. These tradesmen are horrible, not only in terms of the lack of professionalism, but they don't do the job right and they're not trained. You're just better off doing it yourself. Although cracks in the bricks walls of your house. So is it foundation or are they fascia bricks? Like they're just ornamental bricks? Because boy, I don't know how do you have to re-support the top and redo the whole thing, or do you just patch it up? I'm kind of curious. Alex Patino, $5 again. Even handymen are beginning to act like prima donnas, and it's getting hard to get them to show up. So I'll be doing the work. I'll post it. Yeah. Email me, will you? I'm kind of curious. Send me the before and after and all that. Yeah. And you know what, Alex? It might take a whole 2 or 3 months, but you're going to save a lot of money. Maybe not the time. You're going to save a lot of money, and you're going to do it right because it's your house. Breck Lemons, $5. Alex Patino, you helped inspire me to become a truck driver. Look at that, Alex. You got an acolyte. Alex's acolytes. Look at this. Breck Lemons, Alex Patino, you helped inspire me to become a truck driver. Let's talk sometime, my man. Well, there you guys go. Why don't you guys follow each other? I keep telling, I know, Alex, you gave me your notes to write your book. I think you should write the book. I have not gone through the life of a truck driver. You have. I know you're busy, you got family and all, but if you took the time to write it, if you gave me a really detailed outline, I could probably do it myself. We go halvesies on it, but I can't just write it based on your. I need you to. But it's out there. Super Zippy, $2. Used it to know how to weld auto main body panel. Okay, so you have applied it in your own projects. All right, good. So there was some practical use. And now you get the girls, right? Oh, wait, that's right. Ew, well, they're fixing his own car. He must be one of the poors. Well, don't you vote Democrat? Yeah, but I still want a rich. I almost said something. I want a rich, well-endowed Republican cock. All right. What do I got? Link below, the world's greatest accounting career. That's for all you writers who are about to be replaced by software code. Consider it. Consider accounting. It's a great career. The world's greatest accounting career on Teachable. See you guys later, Toodles.